Okay.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to live or say live live online classes for Saturday morning. Just make sure you stay tuned in. We've got a couple of announcements at the end of class that pertain to class structure and all that kind of stuff. We're going to need pads or pillows or whatever you got again today. We're going to do a little bit more on the pads, focusing more on the kicking. And yeah, pretty much focusing more on the kicking this week than the arms. So we're on Monday, we worked on a lot of punching and blocking. So today we're going to be working a little bit more on kicking, on foot position, on how many parts, and basically how it all works. So go ahead and get your pads and your pillows or whatever you need. Like I said, if you don't have the pads, I'm going to be using the pad today, and I'm going to be using them without holders. Just so you know kind of how it looks to do it without holders. But if you have a mom or a dad with you, you're more than welcome to use a person holding the pad. Okay, so like you can have one that has a face on it, like the ones on the couch don't have a face on it. So anything like that will work. So I'll give you a minute or two to go get a pad or a pillow, and we'll get started. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do some stretching and warming up today, since we're going to be using our legs. So everybody start, yeah. Anju. Girl. Chariot. Samnenge. Tunyin. One. All right. So get your feet moving. You can run if you want. I already ran 3 miles this morning, so I'm just going to get my legs moving again. Okay, so we're going to put our feet together, and we're going to bend over, and we're going to touch our toes. And we're going to go up. We're going to spread our feet out a little bit more. We're going to bend over, and we're going to touch our toes. Try to keep your legs when you're touching your toes. Okay, we're gonna take one foot and we're gonna cross it over the other foot. This is a good balance thing. And touch our toes. And then we're gonna go back up and we're gonna switch our feet. And go back down and touch our toes. And back up, feet out. Touch the middle. Okay, once over, touch your left foot. Walk over, touch your right foot. Back to the middle. We're going to walk our feet out a little bit more. Walk over, touch your left foot. And walk over and touch your right foot. And back to the center. Make your feet bigger. And walk back a little bit. Okay, grab your, or walk your feet up. And try to touch your elbows down. And back up. Okay, we're going to try this one. Tuck your right leg in. And lay on your right leg. So your right leg should be bent. And we're going to cross over and touch our toes. And switch legs. And over the bent leg. And touch your toes. Butterfly. Push your knees down. Grab your feet. Walk them out. And let go, shake them out. All right. So we'll skip roly-polies and we'll skip our push-ups today just so we can get into what I want to do for class today. Okay, so the two pads that I'm going to be using, so what you'll need is a big pillow, like this size pillow, okay, or a pad, and a little pillow, okay? So, Mr. Hanson, can you go give me a pillow? Okay, so we'll start with this size pillow. Okay, so if you notice, like the pillows that I have, this pillow is the same size as my focus pad that I'm going to be using. The big pillow that Mr. Hanson is giving me is more like this side. Okay? So we're going to start sitting down because we've worked a lot on. Okay, so you look this pillow. Okay, so if you find this size of pillow, it's pretty much the same as the Force Shield. So the Force Shield is so we can kick things hard, which we're going to be doing at the end of this. Okay, so you need the big pillow and you need the little pillow. I'm going to be using the pad. Okay, I don't have a pad holder, which is fine for today. I'm going to be doing most of my stuff sitting. Okay, and then I'm going to make my own. Hopefully this will work. Okay, so I can use the door handle as a little pad holder. Okay, so we're going to start sitting down. Okay, and we don't need our pads for this part. Okay, we've been working a lot on balance for the last couple of weeks, so I figured I'd give it a break. Okay, so again, we're talking about foot position. We're talking about how many parts the front kick has. We're talking, and side kick, because we're going to work on front kicks and side kicks today. Okay, so we're talking about where our foot goes. We're talking about like how our foot bends. We're talking about how our leg moves, all that good stuff. Okay, so as far as the front kick goes, everybody remember how many parts the front kick has? Okay, it has 4. So sitting down, we're going to work on the 4-part front kick to make it a little bit easier to do our kick. Okay, so we're going to pick our knee up. Okay, so if you remember, we hit with the ball of the foot on the front kick. Okay, so we're going to pick our foot up. Okay, so if you notice, a lot of us who have been doing taekwondo a long time, we pull our toes back like this. This takes a lot of practice. So when you're little, when you're doing your front kick, I want you to take your foot from on the ground. When you pick it up, I want you to point your toes at your nose as much as you can. And when you push your foot out, I want you to pull your toes back as far back as you can. So you're going to bend your ankle backwards, and then you're going to pull back, and we're going to set it flat on the ground. So I don't want pointy toes like this, because when we put it on the pad, that'll make your toes hurt. Okay, so we're going to do this 3 times on each leg. So we're going to go up. Okay, pull your foot back, out, back, down, up, out, back, down, up, out, back, down. So notice I'm pushing with that kick. Okay, so I'm pushing with that kick. Okay, this other, now we're doing on the other leg. We're going to go up, out, back, down, up, out, back, down, one more, up, out, back, down. Okay, so the difference between the Force Shield and the focus pad. The focus pad we're going to use, okay, to work on our foot position and focus our kick. So we don't have to kick this one as hard. Okay, so I'm going to put it down here again. So we're still going to do that motion. Can everybody see me? Can they see the little pad?
Move the Force Shield. There we go.
Okay, so on my pad, so if you have a face under pillow, cool. It's not just aiming for the middle. On my pad, I'm aiming for the center of the thing. So right now, I'm not as worried about how high my kick is. I'm worried about where my foot lands on the pad. So I'm going to pick it up, and then I'm going to stick it out. Okay, so if you have your foot pulled back, okay, I still want you to try to hit with that ball of the foot, but I want your ankle back to here. So you can do this, but I still want you to try to only touch with the top part of your foot. And we're going to pull it back, and then we're going to sit down. Okay, we're going to try that again. So we're going to 2 more times, up, out, back, down, and up, out, back, down. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, up, out, back, down. I'll put this leg down just for granted so you can see my other foot, up, out, back, down. For this one, for now, it's okay if the bottom part, if the whole foot touches, but I want you to start trying to get used to touching only with the ball of the foot. So getting those toes pulled back. Again, I know it's hard, so if you have to touch with your whole foot for now, that's okay. Mostly, I don't want this kind of a kick. Or I can't can't even do it with my foot, a floppy foot kick. I don't like those kicks either. Okay, so that's part of where we're practicing is not having floppy feet when we kick. Okay, so that's with the little pad. Okay, with the big pad, okay, we're gonna hit it a little bit harder, but still the same idea. Again, if you don't have a face on your pillow, you're aiming for the middle of the pad. So if I go with my big pillow, which is the same size as the fourth shield, if it stands up, I'm aiming about here in the middle of the pad. Okay? So again, we're going to do 4 parts, up, out, back, down. Now I'm going to do it a little bit faster and a little bit harder. Again, if my whole foot hits, that's okay. But if you notice, even though my whole foot is hitting, it's more the front of my foot is hitting versus my whole foot touches. So if you notice, I've got my toes, I'm trying to get my toes off the pad. Okay, back, down. Ready, up, out, back, down. So notice I hit that one a little bit harder. So remember, the big pads are ones that we can hit hard. Mom and Dad, if you're holding it, holding the pillow or holding the pad, this is encourage them to kick as hard as they can. Hit the pad as hard as they can. So we're going up, out, back, down. One more, up, out, back, down. And then we're doing the other side again. Generally speaking, I want my feet up here because I want you to get used to having your feet on the floor, but this one I'm going to put down so you can see what I'm doing with the other leg. Hello, Zelda. Okay, so we're going to go up, out, back, down, up, out, back, down. One more, up, out, back, down. Okay, that's the idea. So we're going to wait, since we're on the ground, we're going to wait, and we're going to put all of these standing up when we get to that point. So we're going to do side kick now. Okay? Remember, now, again, 5 parts, or we're going to try again. Side kicks have 5 parts. Okay? And we kick with our heel. So we kick with the back of our foot. Okay, again, the bigger deal for you guys is that I want you to make sure that instead of having your toes pointed like this, okay, when we're doing a side kick, that you have your toes, your whole foot is bent back towards your nose. That's what you want. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip over, so I'm leaning on my left, or my, try that again. I'm leaning on my right side, okay? So I'm not going to lay down like this. Okay, this is not nap time. This is not doggy play time. Okay? So we're going to pick our knee up. Okay? So the important thing on the side kick is that I want my foot to point where I'm kicking. So I don't want to bring my knee up and then try to make my kick go out backwards this way. Then I want to pick my knee up, and I want to get my knee back as far as I can. So I'm picking my knee up off my other leg, okay? And now I'm sticking my foot out straight in front of me, okay? Now I'm pulling it back, so my bottom is going to point. So like right now, my bottom is pointed at the camera, okay? So when you're doing your kick, I don't want your bottom pointed like backwards. I want it pointed where you want your kick to go, okay? So right now it should be at your TV or at your computer, whatever you're watching. We're going to out, back, down. Okay, so if we're doing our 5 parts, we would bring it up, okay? Then we turn it over. Then we're going to push it out. Then we're going to pull it back. Then we're going to set it down. Okay? That's your 5 parts. Okay, so start here. So our feet are on the ground. We're kicking with our left leg. We're going to pick it up. We're going to turn over. We're going to lay on our right side. We're going to stick it out. We're going to pull it back. Notice that again, my knee is back as far as it can go. My bottom is pointed towards the camera. My foot is pulled back, and then I set it down. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So we're going to take it up, turn it over. Okay, point it out. Okay, point it back, and set it down. Okay, now we got to do the same thing, other side. Okay, so now I'm going to turn to my left. Okay, so I'm going to lay on my left side and I'm going to kick with my right leg. So I'm picking it up. I'm turning it over. Okay, I'm going to look, I got to look how far I got to turn it over. So again, my back or my bottom's pointed to you, point out. Notice my toes are back towards my nose. Point it back, pull it back, set it down. Pick it up. Oh, we got to do our 5 parts. So roll back. Okay, so we're going to turn it over, take it up, take it out, pull it back, set it down. We're going to do one more. So be here, pick it up, turn it over, out, back, down. Okay, now we got to put it on the tap. Okay, and again, we're still sitting. I'm going to make it easy. We're just going to take all of it and stand or do all of our standing stuff all at once. Okay, so remember side kicks have 5 parts. I'm just going to make it just a little bit easier and start on our side. Okay, so here we're going to have 4 parts. So we're going to pick it up. Now, if you can see, I'm doing my whole foot, or if you look, I don't know how well you can see this, but when I'm kicking, just that edge of my foot hits. Okay, so you either want that part of your foot to hit, again, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so if you see the edge of my foot or my heel is going to aim for that letter T. Okay, again, if you're littler, putting the whole the whole bottom of your foot on the pad is okay. Okay, but if you're bigger, you want to try to just get the edge. Okay, so we're going to pick it up. We're going to stick it out. So on our little pad, we're just touching. Pull it back, set it down. That's 1. Stick it up, stick it out, pull it back. That's 2. Stick it up, stick it out, pull it back. That's 3. Okay, so I'm going to turn my back to you guys just so you can see the other leg. Because I don't have any place to prop up the pad on the other side. So I'm looking at you. All right, so we're going to pick it up. So remember, I want you to stay on that arm. I don't want you to get lazy here. So we're going to stick it out. Okay, we're going to pull it back. We're going to set it down. 2, up, out, back, down. And we're going to go 3, up, out, back, down. That's 4. Okay, big pad. Same idea. So I'll keep my back to you. We'll start with this side since I'm here. Okay, remember you can kick this one harder. So I'm going to go up, out, back, down. That's 1. Up, out, back, down. That's 2. Notice my toes are back. Up, out, back. That's 3. And then we're going to flip it. Up, out, back. That's 1. Up, out, back. That's 2. Up, out, back. That's 3. All right. Now we're going to take all of it and we're going to kick faster. Now we're going to stand up. See, we got to do a lot of sitting down stuff. We never get to do a lot of sitting down stuff. Okay, same thing on this pad. Okay, so like I said, you don't have a pad holder and you have a way to hang stuff, try it. I don't know how well this is going to work. We'll see. Okay, so now in this case, I want you to practice kicking with your back foot. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of them. So we're going to go up. Whew, my balance isn't so good today. Up, out, back, down. That's 1. Up, out, back, down. So notice I'm still hitting with the ball of my foot. Okay, and I'm still trying to aim pretty much in the middle. And then we're going to go 3, up, out, back, down. We'll do 5, up, out, back, down. That's 4, up, out, back, down. That's 5. So everybody likes their good leg. So again, I'm going to turn my back to you so you can see. Okay, we always start in our fighting stance. We always start in our L stance. Okay, so we're going to go up, out, back. That's 1. Up, out, back, down. That's 2. Up, out, back, down. That's 3. Up, out, back, down. That's 4. Up, out, back, down. That's 5. Okay, we're going to switch our legs again. And we're going to add our balance. And we're going to kick 5 times as fast as we can on the little pad. So we're going to go. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So notice I got my knee up. Okay, and I'm kicking with that ball of my foot. Okay, now we're going to lift our other foot up and kick as fast as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the little pad. Okay, again, little pad for your faster kicks, and it's more to like focus your technique. Okay, that's the little pad. Okay, I still got to be careful with the big pad because I don't want to break the door either. Okay, and I'm kicking low for me. Okay, just so you know, if you're holding the pad, you should be holding the pad at belly button level, where they're kicking at their belly button level. So I don't want any really low kicks towards the knee. I want them kicking at their belt, or at their belly button level. So just so you know, the pad is not where it should be for me, but we're gonna go with it. Actually, we forgot to do our side kick. I gotta switch it really quick. Okay, so for my littles, you're doing a lead leg side kick. So we still got that 5 parts. So we're gonna go up. Now we're gonna turn it over. Okay, my knee stays up. I gotta back up a little bit. Out, back, down. Okay, if that twist is hard on that foot, okay, so if I start in my L stance, if that twist is hard on that foot, take that step, then pick your knee up, then turn it over, then bring it up, back, down. Okay, that's 2. We'll do one more. Okay, so I'm gonna, I'll pivot here. So I'm gonna pick my knee up. I'm gonna twist, out, back, down. Okay, I'll do the other leg. Okay, so this leg I'm not gonna twist on yet. So I'm gonna start with my foot this way. So I'm picking my knee up, turn it over, out, back, down. Okay, 2, up, over, out, back, down. Okay, one more. Up, turn it over, out, back, down. Okay, again, a little pad. More for foot position, more for focus of your kick. You don't have to kick this one hard. Okay, so again, now my hard kicks. Okay, so these are going to be hard and fast. So I'm going to, on my lead leg side kick, I'm going to turn. 1, set it down. 2, set it down. 3, set it down. 4, set it down. 5, set it down. Okay, now I got to do the other leg. Again, if you're littler, I want up. Okay, you can touch the whole bottom of your foot to that pad if you need to. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, that's your side kick. Really quick, because then I'm going to make my announcements. We'll do our front kicks. Okay, with our back foot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do the other leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So we got our kicks in. Make sure you're working on your foot position. Make sure you're working on how many parts each kick has, and using your back leg. Okay. So announcements. So starting in September, we're gonna change how we're doing the online classes. So we will still be posting videos. Um, they will just not be live anymore. So still keep an eye out on your videos for the weekend, because there's still important class stuff that we're doing on these videos. We just decided to change formats a little bit. So instead of doing the live videos, we'll upload a video by Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon and make sure you have access to a video for the week. The in-person class or the in the park classes for you guys are staying the same. So we're still doing Mondays from 5:45 to 6:15. Also, if you're watching and you have any connections, we are looking for a place to start doing Taekwondo inside, since it's getting darker faster, and it's nice and hot right now, but it will be cold soon. So if you guys have any ideas, or anybody that you know who has an idea of space that we can use for the winter, because the city, we don't think is going to let us in the building anytime soon, let us know. Get a hold of us, email us, or message us on Facebook. Message me on Facebook. Get a hold of us and let us know. Or if you're in the part classes, let us know if you have ideas or places we can look to start renting space so that we can start moving our classes inside. So again, next week is our last week to do our live classes. We will still be posting the videos. They just won't be live after Labor Day. Also, we are taking all of Labor Day weekend off, so no video and no class Labor Day weekend. So that would be the 5th of September, and then the 7th of September. No classes, no videos, and no live class, no in-person classes that Monday. Again, if you have questions, email us, text us, message us on Facebook. Let us know if you have questions or ideas for rental things that we can do so that we can keep doing in-person classes when the weather changes a little bit. Everybody cheer, yep. Anjo. Munya. Girl. Cheer, yep. Sabanenge. Kunyen. Taekwon. Isa. Kamausamira. We'll see you guys next week.